What is going on? Welcome to a Caleb Sells live stream. I just went to my local thrift store on my way to pick up my orders and actually had a really good stop at a store that I've rarely found anything over the last few months. So I just wanted to come on here really quick, show you guys what I got. I got it all stacked up right here. Wait for a couple of people to come in. If you're watching the replay, today I'm filming and working on a video that will be released either today or tomorrow. I've been mostly, mostly going live just because I've been under the weather and I need the extra time to just rest and get better. But now I'm starting to, I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So I'm ready to make a video for you guys. If you're here live in the chat, say what's up, ask any questions. This is going to be a quick one. Just wanted to show you guys this thrift stop because I've been striking out the store for a while, and I wanted to encourage you guys. You got to keep going. Even when it seems rough, you got to keep going. The first thing I found was all next to each other on the rack, 4 3D knit sweaters, vintage. So this one has some like fisherman knitting and some cool little details, multicolor. The brand is Bachrach, Bachrach. So it's not like a Kuji or anything too crazy. That's not even showing you guys. Here, let me help you. It's not a Kuji or a Tundra, and I did have to pay up almost 12 bucks. There were some other discounts, so more like 10 bucks. But I know that these sell for 30 minimum. And I'm thinking about holding them till fall and listing for a lot higher. This one is wool blend as well. So that's going to help the value on the 3D knit. Like I said, I can't decide if I should just list them or wait. Paid 12 bucks for this one as well. This one is way cooler. Has the super 3D knit texture. This right here is where you can see that it's 3D knit, things like this. These like pieces like look like they're popping out. This one is way better than that last one. If I wait till fall, probably $75 piece if I had to guess, 50 to 75. Brand on this one is the same, Bachrach. I didn't check the material on this one. This one's acrylic, so nothing too crazy on the material, but the knitting on that is awesome. Jen's here. Hi, Jen. That's gorgeous. As a knitter, I can appreciate the design. Yeah, if you know knitting, you know how crazy this is. And this is my favorite one. This one's from the brand Brandini, which I have actually heard before. Probably a little more common, but this one has the best textures in my opinion. Best colors. This one is acrylic and cotton. So nothing crazy on the materials on this one, but just beautiful design. These like 3D knit ropes. That's so Kuji-esque. It's going to sell great. Let me know what you guys think. Should I hold those till fall and try to get top of market? Or should I just list them now and get my 30 to 50 bucks? Germzo, what's up? They ask, what keywords do you use with the Brandini sweater? I'm going to use the keyword 3D knit. That's going to be the one that elevates the value, elevates the sell-through rate. Because, see, you can see here on the texture. Can you see that? See how it has these entire lines like popping off the sweater. Here, can you see that? 3D knit. Don't put Kuji in your title if it's not a Kuji. There, I said. I also found this one. This is not as cool as the other ones, but this also has really nice texture to it, really nice design. Vintage hand frame made in USA. Brand is Steeplechase. Once again, I bought this on style, not on brand. And I just know from experience selling these that this will be decent. Jen says, I would say wait unless you're out of stuff to list. That's probably what I'll do. I'll save them for the end of my pile. And if I run out of stuff, I'll list it. If not, Steph says wait till September. Yeah, in September, those are going to be flying. Let's see. Did I put the receipt? I didn't put the receipt in the bag. I don't know what I did with it. It's probably in my car. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 sweaters. So I got 4 sweaters. I found 5 3D knit ones. 2 of them had holes in the sweater or holes in the armpit. And then this, I'm not really counting as a 3D knit sweater, but it's still similar vibe. They didn't have this one priced up as much either. This one was only $7. And I said there was some other discounts as well. All right, $7. I got some nylon Carhartt lightweight cargo pants. They're Carhartt Force, which helps the value and sell-through rate. And it has the model name right here. Relax Fit Ripstop 5-pocket work pant. Not all Carhartt is amazing, especially in the pants and jeans. But these Force line, more performance-y ones, still going to be a nice bread and butter for like that 6. Oh, just slammed my hand into the desk. Sorry about that. Anyway, nice little bread and butter. Jen says on the non-Kuji, use brioche knitting in your keywords. That's the style of knitting. I'll have to look that up on eBay and see if people search for that. That's really good to know. I'm going to write that down. Brioche. Brioche knit sweater. We'll see if that gets any eBay results. Okay, this I paid, they had it for $6.80, so I paid like $5-6 for this. This is not a good brand. It's DSG, but it is new with tags. And it's a really nice style cargo jogger. So cargo joggers are just still in style. They're kind of on their way out of style with wide leg because jogger is obviously the cinched leg at the bottom. But I think I can sell these quick for $20 to $25 plus shipping just because they're new with tags, really good style. Here's an interesting one. When I saw this, I thought these were underwear for a second, but they're not. They're lounge pants, Duluth Armachillo lounge pants. Once again, style code on this behind the material tag, this little tag, top number is the style code. These feel amazing. Duluth Armachillo is the best underwear, if you guys were wondering. I know you didn't come here for the tips, but I got to tell the people the truth. Duluth Armachillo underwear. Do yourself a favor. Anyway, these lounge pants, they feel super nice. They have like that cooling feel to it. There weren't any listed or sold in men's. So I'm going to list high because I know that retail, these are probably pretty expensive. I'll look up what retail is and then I'll undercut retail a little bit. But since I'm the only one, I think they'll sell pretty quick. Okay, this was priced at $5. So what's the discount? Maybe like $4. Nice little lightweight vented fishing shirt, Alaskan hard gear. This is Duluth. They're more upgraded outdoorsy line, or more like technical line maybe. I guess I think like Duluth is like workwear, but Alaskan hard gear is like outdoorsy. If that makes sense. So like think the difference between like Carhartt and Patagonia. Carhartt is like workwear and Patagonia is like outdoorsy. Even though there's a lot of crossover. That's why they crossed over, because the brand, they're very similar. Alaskan hard gear. I sell these quick because I look up the model number like I just showed you guys, and I list with good keywords, and I'm willing to accept offers. So $5 for this is a nice bread and butter for my store. I sell these for 20 bucks. Plus shipping, 20 plus shipping. And another one, perfect example of the exact same thing. This one is Duluth, untucked fit. Denim chambray. I'll see what they say on the style code. Nice size of XL on both of these. Once again, another, I'm going to list it for either $24.95 or $22.95 and sell this for 20 bucks or more within a month. That's the move on Duluth. You got to list it aggressively, take offers, and get it moving because it can get stale and sit and sit and sit. So don't let it sit on you. Another $5 hauler. A Levi's Western Pearl Snap. Levi's shirts, underrated, but they are very bread and butter. I'm probably going to be listing this for that same price, $22.95, trying to sell it for 20 bucks quick. But the Levi's shirts, especially chambray, Western, denim shirts, can sell quickly in good sizes. All right, I got 4 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are so there's 1 pair of Cool Max. That's a keyword. It has like a cooling feel to it. Then regular Flex Fire Hose. These are all Duluth pants. These are all cargo pants. And then there's a tan pair of the Flex Fire Hose. And 2 of them. So sorry, I keep mumbling here. 1 of them is the Cool Max pair, which sell for more. Less of them listed, better sell-through rate. These 3 I got because they're all the same size, and I can list these very quickly, and I sell these for about 20 bucks. They only had $5 on these. Normally, they price these at 15. So I don't know who was pricing. I'm glad because at 15, I wouldn't have been picking up any of these. But I can list all these super quick, and this one will probably list for 30, sell for still 20 to 30, but sell faster because it's the Cool Max model. Cool Max. See there? Another $5 pair of pants. Their pricer must have been on vacation and they got somebody else, which I'm grateful for because these are also usually 15. Got some Carhartt FR cargos for 5. These sell amazing for me at 25 bucks. Decent size 36, 32. I bought some of these from kind of like, I don't really know. Somebody was cleaning out a house, I guess, was the easiest way to put it. And they contacted me. I bought a bunch of these for, I think, $3 or $5 a piece. And I sold all of them within 3 months. And I had like 8, 10 pairs. Carhartt FR. The FR cargos are better. It's still only a bread and butter price at $25 price. But you can sell them quick. Cam says, I'm trying to go source, but I keep getting new orders. Hey, that's a good problem to have. I hope the other resellers don't clean my thrift route out. I'm so behind now, and today is my thrift store's discount day. Yeah, man. You got to get out there. On my thrift days, if I have to ship on a thrift day, I try to pack the night before or I wake up early and do it super early in the morning. But get out there as quick as you can. You never know what they're going to miss. Bake says, yo, what up, Bake? Is that like Bake, like Baker Mayfield? Or like Blake, but a typo? Let me know. What's the best way to reference different plaid patterns for your keywords? I don't know my pattern names yet. Thanks for your info. A lot of times I'm just putting plaid. There is black watch plaid, which is good to know. And buffalo plaid is like the big red and black. When it's just two colors, it's almost like a big check pattern. And black watch plaid is when it's like navy blue and green. Other than that, I don't do specific plaid patterns. So if you Google it, I'm sure you can get it pulled up though. Here I have some BK Peyton jeans. I just listed some of these for I think 35 because they had a super long inseam, and these also have a super long inseam. 33 by 35 and a half. So super long inseam. These are women's. I found in the men's section. They do have this little flat pocket as well. Didn't realize it was missing a button, but I don't think that's too critical. Oh, it's missing both. Maybe somebody like kept sitting on it and just got it taken off because they were sitting on the buttons. Either way, probably 25 to 30 bucks on this pair. Not as crazy as the XXL, but these are probably XL length. So a nice boot cut BKE jean. It is women's. The men's BKE is straight money, but women's still decent. Nikki says, good morning. Good morning, Nikki. Can't remember if you said before, where are you located? I'm in Ohio. In between Cleveland and Columbus. All right, I saved the best for last, other than those 3D knit sweaters, of course. Nice little bolo here for you guys. Best Made Co. I got a black denim shirt. They only had $5 on it, size 2XL, great size. I didn't look this up. I've never found this brand, but I knew it was a decent brand from hearing other people talk about it. So I will do my research on it. But a great style denim shirt, 2 pockets, beautiful condition, beautiful size. $5.80 is the lowest that they price things at my Goodwill. So that's like basically the cheapest I can get it at Goodwill. So stoked to find that. So that's everything I found. How many items was that? Let's count it up. I'll put it on my photo table here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll put all those together. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 items. That's way better than I've done at a local Goodwill in a long time, especially with these 3D knit sweaters. If you're coming in late, I found 5 3D knit sweaters this morning. They are not Kuji, unfortunately, but they're still good. I did pay up for them about $10, but these things are beautiful. Rhiannon's here. Hey. How you doing today? So what did I just say? 17 items? So almost one full day of listings from just one stop this morning. Really glad I popped in because I haven't found anything in a long time from that store. You guys want to see a couple things that sold? I'm about to do some shipping. We'll throw in some little extras here. I sold these Allen Edmonds Burke suede sneakers. Allen Edmonds Burke. The thrift store had these for $120. Then they marked it down to $80. Then they marked it down to 40. Then they marked it down to 18. And when I saw them at, excuse me, 18 for the first time, they were the half off color and it was on the discount day for 25%. So I paid 25% off of $9 for these. And they sold for $60 plus shipping. I listed them for 80. I accepted an offer of 60 because I just like to keep shoes moving because I'm not really a shoe seller, but I like to keep them moving. And I got another pair of shoes. I paid 15 for these. Probably overpaid a little bit. These are Batula by Birkenstock. Like new condition, honestly. If you look at the heel and the toe, if you know Birkenstocks, you know like if you wore it twice, it would have more wear than that. I picked them up for 15 because of the nice condition, and it had these little bedazzles on it and this floral embroidery. But unfortunately, the Batula models just don't sell for a ton. I accepted an offer of 30 plus shipping, so still made my $10 on it, and they sold quick, like maybe 3 weeks. But I was hoping to get a little bit more, but happy they sold. I sold these Doc Marten Chukkas for 40 plus shipping. 40 plus shipping. Can't remember what I paid. I usually don't pay up on the Docs there because the Docs they price at like 50, 60, 100, $120 depending on what they're feeling that day. But some of the odd styles like those Chukkas, since they don't look like traditional Docs, I think they had 20 on it, so I probably paid $750. Sold for 40 plus shipping. Let me see if I can share my screen really quick. We'll go through my sales. Can you guys see that? Let's see how that looks. Does that look okay? Can you see like, oh yeah, you guys can see pretty decently there. Rhiannon says, stores have been slim pickings for me this week. Glad you found some good items. Yeah, this store, I have not gotten more than like 3 items at this store in months. And then I pulled 17 today. So I just wanted to come on and give you guys some encouragement. You got to keep going because it will be your day. If you keep going, it will be your day one of these days. Matt Price, how you doing? Do you have nicknames for other resellers you see in the stores that annoy you like I do? Honestly, I really, really, really try to befriend the other resellers. I know that a lot of people cringe at that, but I've had way more success being friendly to the other resellers. And honestly, like when they look at me, I think most people are intimidated by me because I have a little bit of RBF, resting brutal face. And I just am focused and I have this huge cart overflowing full of stuff. But when I make eye contact with somebody I know as a reseller, I try to just befriend them because it's better than being like anxious and tense around people. I'd rather just be nice and try to make a friend. So one of my best friends, honestly, I met at the thrift store. So really can't complain. Deanna says, have a beautiful pair of Doc Chukkas, aren't moving, brown, purposefully distressed looking. How do you have them priced, Deanna? I had mine priced for 45 plus 10 shipping and took an offer of 40 plus shipping. All right, let's see what I sold. So obviously these are sorted by SKU. So these are the oldest items that sold. So these are going to be the lowest amounts because they're like the oldest items. So I sold a Polar Ralph Lauren sweater. This is honestly not that great of an item. Just happy to sell it. $12 plus shipping. Some Lululemon pants, 21 plus shipping. That's not bad for Lululemon women's these days. Orvis pants, says Reed, so probably has some big flaws. Waggle all over print. It's like a flamingo print. 24 plus shipping. Eddie Bauer women's Weather Edge jacket, 25 plus shipping. This would sell for more in a different season, but I took an offer. I think I had it listed for 35. $20 for some match play Under Armour pants. $20 for some Levi's green pants, 502 style, not a good style. And it says Reed, so maybe like the dimensions were probably off or something. Sold some of this brand. Can you guys see that? I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but these were some baggy jeans, sold for 45 plus shipping. Can anybody like phonetically spell out how I'm supposed to say that brand name? Should I just say the LJDMFG? I'll just say that. Sold some 527s for 30 plus shipping. That's good for a 527, so I don't know why those sold for more. Maybe they just had a nice wash to it. I'm not sure. Sold some Izod chinos for 15 plus shipping. I started going on a $2 a day to one of my thrift stores, so I pick up things that are new with tags and stuff I know I can sell quickly. So that's paid 2 into 15. Sold these Duluth women's dry on the fly pants for 28. If you watched, I made a sourcing video where I was like striking out repeatedly, and so I never ended up posting it because there literally was nothing to show you guys. But I hit up a Marshalls and got this Brooks Brothers new white dress shirt for $18. It's over 45 plus shipping pretty quickly. I sold this Collars & Co. shirt for 25 plus shipping. I sold 2 to the same buyer, so that's why I accepted such a low offer. Vineyard Vines On The Go shorts, $20 plus shipping. Brooks Brothers Seersucker shorts. I don't know if these ones are new or not, but I sold for 35, so probably new with tags. Travis Matthew golf shorts for 18 plus shipping. Just tried to move those quick. Here's that other Collars & Co. 511 Tactical strike pants are one of the better models of 511 Tactical, and these had a great size. I did accept a lower offer because there was some like marks and not really stains, but just like worn areas on it. This is probably more like a $30 pair of pants if it's in good condition. The strike model in a good size. That's a good one. Sold some vintage polo jeans for 26 plus shipping. Bonobos golf polo for 25 plus shipping. That's surprising. Sold an oversized Polo Ralph Lauren Blake shirt for 18 plus shipping. This went international, which I'm happy about because this one had really heavy flaws on it, which is why I priced it $18. So I'm glad they can't return it. I tried to disclose it the best that I can, but you still get nervous when people are buying stuff with flaws. Here's a Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve polo with a flesh pony. I talk about that in a lot of my videos. Sold really quick with that keyword for 20 plus shipping. Here's another $2 day item, Under Armour golf polo, 20 plus shipping. Another $2 day item, Southern Tide, like stretchy outdoorsy pants, 20 plus shipping. Pair of Highland Tour golf pants by Bonobos I told you guys about in a couple of my videos. Sold for 26 plus shipping. The Uniqlo Selvage jeans sold for $31.05 plus shipping. Probably undersold them, but they sold in like a day, so I was just happy to move them quick. I didn't know if they could get stale. Sold that poncho shirt. I paid $15 for it. Sold for $50 plus shipping in a couple days. And then here are the shoes I was talking about. Sold an Alan Flusser blazer for 40 plus shipping. Picked it up because it was new with tags. Some Allbirds flip-flops for 15 plus shipping. And then 2 random hard goods. Cuisinart, excuse me, Cuisinart like blade set for a food processor for 21 plus shipping. And this Safe and Warm electric blanket controller for 25 plus shipping. So some very random sales there at the end. Deanna has them listed at 45. Yeah, maybe the black is more desirable in Doc Martens. That's from my experience. And maybe the brown distressed is just gonna take a little bit longer to sell. Taterland says, "Me too. Sometimes I'll offer items to other resellers in the store if I don't feel like selling it." Yeah, if there's something that I know somebody else is like an expert in, like I know a lot of people that are really into like sportswear and jerseys. Um, and I will, give that stuff to those people, like if I don't know if it's authentic or not, because there's tons of fakes in that category. Mythic says jabode or gerbode. So you don't know which one. Yeah, I think the last word is gerbode, but I don't know how all the beginning words. Deanna says sold Lululemon men's shorts in an hour. Yeah, they're good. Ninja says I have a case from an international buyer, said they didn't receive the item, but clearly it stated delivered. Yeah, if you just contact eBay, they will take care of it because on an international order, that's pretty much in eBay's hands. So nothing you can really do there. All right, little update for you guys. If you are joining late, I mentioned this at the beginning. First of all, I found 3D knit sweaters today. I'm really excited about that. I found 5 of them. I had to put 2 back because they had holes in the armpit, but I was able to get 3 of them. And yeah, I find those so rarely. I think I've only found like 2 in my whole reselling career. So to find 5 in one day, all lined up on the rack, that was really fun. I'm gonna be filming a video about my best sales in April today. Do you guys want to just see the best sales, like things that sold for 40 or more? Do you also want to see like bread and butter items that I sell a lot of times? I'm curious. Let me know in the chat right now. But I'm going to be filming that today. That'll be coming out probably tomorrow or the next day. It's just taking me a little while to get these videos out because I have to stop coughing. I'm sorry I have coughed on you guys already this morning. And another thing I'm working on is I'm compiling data from my last year and a half of sales and going through every single clothing item that I sold, and trying to figure out how much of each brand I sell. So, like Nike, for example, it's not necessarily like the best item all the time, but it's probably one of the brands I sell the most often. So I thought that would be some interesting data to see how often I'm able to sell certain brands. So I'm currently working on filtering down all that data. I think over the last year and a half, I had like 7,000 sales I'm going through to try to find all the clothing sales. So taking out all the shoes, hard goods, random items, and then figuring out what brands I'm selling the most. So you guys can see what brands I'm selling the most. I think that'll be a really interesting video. Derby City's here. What's up? Good morning. What would you say is your best profit category? Jackets is my best profit in the winter, but it's really slowed down. But yeah, jackets is where I made my hay in the fall, and sweaters. I would say jeans is kind of what is like stable throughout the whole year. And now, right now, like golf apparel is kind of carrying me. And then as we get into summer, I'm just trying to hold on for dear life, I guess. And then in the fall, sweaters and jackets, I'm going to be ready to hit it hard. Rhiannon wants the bread and butter too. Yes, please. All the above. All. Should I really go through and say every single sale for the whole month? That would be a long video. People are asking for shorter videos, so I don't know if I can get away with doing a long video. Maybe I'll do 2. I'll do all the items 40 and more, and then I'll do all the garbage that I sold, and then the bread and butter stuff too, of course. Pensacola Flipper, you gave me this cough. It's been rough. No, we're not even close. I'm in Ohio. It has been rough. Unfortunately, I have a condition where when I get a cough, it lasts a very long time. It's a very rare form of asthma. It sounds like very nerdy and dweeby and like pathetic. I'm sorry. But when I get a cough, I have a really hard time shaking it. So I have been struggling. So hoping I can get rid of it here in the next couple of days. I'm on like 2 weeks of coughing my head off. Miss Lachey says, cool find on the sweaters. What's the brand? Unfortunately, no Coogee, no Tundra. Those are two really good ones. I think there's an like Expressions is another one. And there's a few others that I think are even more common and better than these. This one is a Bachrock. Never heard of it before I found it, to be honest. And then I found one Brandini. Matt Price says, finding it harder to find good golf apparel. So many brands that were good are now in Marshall's, TJ Maxx. And once that happens, they fall off. Yeah, that's really true. Because golf is so popular and those brands are so popular, when 2020 happened and everyone started golfing, all that stuff went like this. And then all those brands took their production and went like this. And then now they have it all left over and they're selling it to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, even like great brands like Grayson and G4 and really, really good brands. But from my opinion, there's still really, really, really good items within those brands, even in the ones that are kind of tanking and falling off. Like even FootJoy, there's some FootJoy items that are like home run items, not just the basic polos. Don't buy the basic polos unless it's like dirt cheap or big size or something. But there's still like some home runs in all of those brands. Peter Millar, people are sleeping. Excuse me. People are sleeping on Peter Millar. Like, yeah, the polos, the cotton dress shirts, they're no good. But there are amazing items in that brand that I sell all the time. Really fast, selling less than a week. Good money. Rhiannon says, doesn't have to be every sale, but maybe some sort of frequent bread and butter items. So that's kind of my thought with compiling all my sales data for the last year and a half, is finding those frequent bread and butter brands and bread and butter items. So yeah, if I did a what sold for the entire month, maybe it would be interesting to show you guys every single sale, like even the horrible sales, just like for the fun of it. But I think for the bread and butter brands and items, I think the data that I'm compiling will be really key with that. What brands and jackets do very well? Terry wants to know. Of course, all good brands, jackets are going to be the best items in those brands most of the time, or one of the better items in those brands. But the mid-level or the low mid-level brands, the upper tier of their jackets are the best items to find, in my opinion. Columbia, Eddie Bauer, those are probably my two best examples. But if you find the top tier in those brands, they still sell for excellent money, but they're overlooked at the thrift store and they're not priced up as much as like a Patagonia jacket. Like you're rarely going to find it. And if you do, you're going to pay through the nose for it. Whereas I find Columbia jackets constantly. And of course, I have to leave 90% of them, but that top 10% sell really well. And that's another thing that will be answered by me compiling the data. Like I'm sure Columbia is one of the brands I've sold the most of, even though it's not a good brand at all, but I can find it. And if I know what to find, that's where I have these little tunnels of profit in the market. My grandson is the same way with the cough. Yeah, it's no good. Sorry to hear that. Hunting clothes are good for summer, Ninja says. Yeah, I try to pick up camo and hunting stuff when I find it. I find it few and far between, but when I find it, it's almost always a good pickup. Rhiannon says, yes, love that idea. Bread and butter are no-brainer quick flips. Interested to see what the most common bread and butter brands are. Yeah, I'm honestly interested for myself. I think it'll be really interesting. All right, it's been about 40 minutes. I loved hanging out with you guys this morning. Thanks for checking out my cool finds. I just want to encourage you guys, don't skip the thrift route if it's been dry. You got to go every single time so that you can have the days like this where you get 17 items in one store. You're in and out in less than 30 minutes. And I got all my items I needed to source today from just one store. So I had extra time to make this video, do my shipping, make a video later, cool things like that. So just stay encouraged. Really quick, one last question. Steph says, how does Timberland outerwear sell? I have had very hard time selling Timberland anything other than very specific styles of their boots. Anything else Timberland, I've had a hard time selling it. Even when I found it new with tags, I still could not sell it. So be very careful buying Timberland other than like waterproof steel toe boots and things like that. All right. Thanks all for being here. I'm going to hop off and get to my shipping. See you guys.